Hey y'all, it's Katiana and welcome back to Katiana's Corner. I know she has arroz. I have risen. I've been gone for a hot minute and now I'm back. I had to hit pause for a hot minute, guys. I just needed to, but I'm so glad I'm back. I'm so glad that I get to be here with y'all, just present in the moment. And I hope you're doing well. And I'm glad that you stopped by the corner because, as you guys all know, and if you don't know, this is a place where you can take off your mask, be yourself, come as you are, and have someone in your corner. And today we are introducing a new series, and this series is going to be called, what did I call it? This series is going to be called 24 Days of Korner Conversations. And I decided to do this because since I've been gone for a long time, and I'll kind of get into it maybe another day. But since I hit pause for a really long time, I felt as if I was just kind of just sitting in this like pit of confusion, not knowing what I'm doing, not knowing where God is taking me. And I felt like I was physically losing my voice. And that's weird for me because, for me, I like to talk. I really do. But I felt as if I needed some sign from God, like a really big sign to tell me what I was allowed to touch on again and what I could speak on. And then I also felt as if I couldn't speak on it until I was 100% healed from it. And I had this exact formula to speak on it. But in reality, that's not reality. It's not realistic. It's not realistic at all, actually. And that's why I was like, you know what? What I'm going to do is I'm going to create an advent calendar of encouragement. And this is me being raw, honest, authentic with y'all. Not saying that I haven't been in the past. It's just, it's been rough out here. And I feel as if I put on this mask that I told everybody else to take off. I know, I'm sorry. And I pretended like I was okay for a really long time. And so now I'm just going to kind of talk through some things that I've been going through. So this, what was that? Wow. This series is truly just going to be me coming on here and either talking a long time or talking a short time. This one probably going to be a little longer. Just on a little quick lesson that I am learning and that I am kind of going through, and hopefully it can touch y'all and reach more people out there that's been going through the same thing. So, welcome to 24 Days of Korner Conversations. I'm so excited to have you. What we're going to start off with, though, is since it is Christmas time, a woo-woo, we are going to also do a little Christmas 411, meaning we're going to talk all things Christmas just for a little bit. And today on Christmas 411, we are talking, how are you going to decorate your Christmas tree? I know some of y'all, you already have your trees up. You have them up. You've had them up since October. I get it. I'm not that person. I have yet to decorate, actually. And I went to Hobby Lobby this past weekend and I was like, what is going on? Why is it already 50% off? December just got here. And now I'm not complaining either because now I didn't have to pay full price for things. But on the other hand, I'm like, really, guys, what's going on? Why? We just got to December. Why are things half off? Anyways, but how are you guys decorating your Christmas tree? I think this year I'm going for a black gold vibe. Now, I did the same thing last year. I was going to do something different. At first, I was thinking like, stay with me, all right? Black with clear ornaments. I know it sounds weird, but I wanted like black and clear ornaments and accents of gold. I just thought that would look really cool. And of course, I was going to put something in the clear ornaments. It was out there. I saw it in my mind, but then when I got to Hobby Lobby, I got overwhelmed. I said, you know what? How about we just stick with what we did last year? Because it was going to be a lot of work, and it's already December 2nd. And I was like, you know what? It's fine. Scratch it. So I think I'm going to go with this black, beige, and gold accent kind of vibe. And I did it, like I said, I did it last year, but this year I found these really cute, it's a bowstring from Hobby Lobby. Guys, it's perfection. Now, it was not 50% off because it was actually in the birthday section, but it is literally perfect for the tree. I was so excited when I found them. And I think I'm just going to like drape the bows all over it. And I did get a bow topper, but sadly it does not fit my tree. So I'm going to have to take that bad boy back. But yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to go with. Black, gold, and red. Now that's like my main tree. Of course, we have like a family tree, like memory tree. And then we have another tree in our dining room, and that one is usually just the leftover ornaments. So it's usually like red and gold. Nothing like crazy. But that's my theme. Y'all drop what you guys are doing in the comments because I want to know. I want to know what everyone is doing for Christmas this year. No worries. Just because I have not set up does not mean that I'm only going to have Christmas for 3 weeks. No, honey. Christmas will stay up until far into January, February. Don't judge me. All right. Christmas is Jesus is the reason for the season. And I feel as if we should just really dwell in that season for a really long time. Thus, it will be staying up for a long time. All right. That's it for Christmas 411 for this episode. And we will get right into it on the first day of Korner Christmas. Katiana gave to me. Wow, that was beautiful. Laziness. That's what I'm giving to y'all on the first day is laziness. And I know I could have chosen maybe a little bit more of a joyful topic to talk about, but this is what I'm going through currently. And I just wanted to see if anybody else is feeling the same way. And I feel as if it always happens in December at the end of the year, and we are starting to confuse laziness and rest. Like, we're confusing the two. And I understand that we get in these kind of seasons of I'm guilty. I'm guilty of this. I really am guilty of this. But we get in these seasons of like, I'm not lazy. I'm just waiting to hear from God. I think I said that last week. Or I'm not lazy. It's just not the time right now. And you can't really do a lot in 1 month. Have said that also. Or, ooh, this one's good. You know what? I'll just do it later. I'll just do it later. Man, oh man, the amount of times I've said that quote too many times. I'll just do it later, and then you never get to it. So that's really cool. Really, really cool. I think I had another one. Another one that I had was, I just don't wanna. Now that one's just pure laziness. Like, I just don't wanna. I don't want to. Like, it can wait. Or we're all just sitting on our phones scrolling, and then an hour later, there we are scrolling still, and we're like, one more video. And then one more video turns into a million more videos. Yep. I've been there. We've all been there. Trust me. I know it. I've lived it. I'm living it. And it's time to get out of it. It really is time to get out of this season of laziness, not rest. And there is a difference. There's a difference. So some of you out there, I want you to know if it actually is a rest season, which we'll talk about in a different episode, great for you. But some of us out there, me, have been saying I've been in a resting season when it actually has turned into laziness. And we just got to get out of it. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And before we get started, I just want to say a little prayer and then we'll get into it. So Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for my friend on the other side of this screen, God. I ask in Jesus' name that you speak to me, to speak through me, Father, and just help us break this season of laziness that any of us might be in, Lord. Speak to us today, God. We love you in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, let's get started. All right. I don't even know where actually, I do know where I want to get started. And we are going to begin in Proverbs 6. Proverbs 6, y'all. That's where we're going to get started. So grab your Bible, grab your phone, whatever you have. I have a physical Bible today. I love my physical Bible, y'all. I really do. The older I get, I'm like, that made me sound really old. I'm not even that old. I'm 26. But in this season, I have truly loved my physical Bible. I like looking in it. I like writing in it. It's just amazing. It truly is the sword of the spirit, you know? Anyways, all right. Proverbs 6. Here we go. It's actually Proverbs 6 through 11. And as you see it, it is titled Laziness. Perfect. Okay. Go to the ant, you slacker, observe its ways and become wise, without leader, administrator, or ruler. It prepares its provisions in summer. It gathers its food during harvest. How long will you stay in bed, you slacker? When will you get up from your sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the arms to rest, and your poverty will come like a robber, your need like a bandit. Pow! Mic drop. That wasn't a mic drop. That was a bomb. But there's a lot in here. But the first things first, when I read this, read the first line. Go to the ant. Go to the ant, you slacker. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to go to the ant. And we are going to learn a little information about our little friend insect, the ant, because I have a true respect and newfound respect for ants. All right? So we're going to learn a little bit about ants. Here we go. I have so much on here, but we're going to get through it all, okay? And then we're going to kind of break it down, go back to Proverbs 6. So we're going to talk about the ant, go back to Proverbs 6. Here we go. Okay, first of all, ants. They have 2 stomachs, y'all. And it's specifically, one is to feed themselves and the other is to feed other people. All right, I really don't even need to preach much about that because it's the fact that God just designed this insect for us to really use that as an example. And it's so funny because it's like the smallest little thing, right? And we're supposed to look to it. Oh, my light went out. That's nuts. That's wild. Hold on, let me fix that. Y'all. She just said, nah, not today. She said, nah, friend. Oh, she doesn't want to turn back on. Guys, hold on. We're also not going to let that stop us from continuing this. I can just use some editing skills to brighten her up a little bit. Oh, I think she's back, y'all. I think she just got a little overheated. Okay, so with the 2 stomachs, what was I saying? I was talking about how the Lord used this tiny little insect for us, people, the thing that we could literally stomp on it so fast. And yet we're supposed to look to that. That'll preach in itself. Cool. But how cool that he designed it in such a way for us to use that as an example. And the fact that it has 2 stomachs to not only selfishly keep food for itself, it's also to help others who are in need and what we're supposed to do. Crazy. Wild. Love it. Okay. And then we're going to go to ants can lift up objects up to 50 times their body weight. I love this because I always say the quote, like, you're stronger than you think you are, from one of my friend's quotes. And I think it's just like a perfect example of showing like this small little thing can lift up to 50 times its body weight. And that's the same for us as well. Like, we are stronger than we think we are. Another cool thing that I learned is that, so ants can't talk, right? So yeah, but they do have pheromones. I think I'm saying that right. They have pheromones, which is a chemical, and what they do is that they leave a scent trail. This is so cool. Have you ever seen like ants in a line and they're all like following each other? So there's a scent for them to follow to find food. So this scent is to help lead their friends to either food or lead them away from danger. So if someone goes out, they learn about food. Let's put food, for instance. Food. They leave a scent as they're coming back to their colony. That's what their little home's called. And they leave a scent for other people to follow. And they go. And other people get to find the scent and go to food so they can also find the blessing in the food and all the different things. But not only that, they also leave the scent for danger, to say like, hey, do not go that way. They help protect their friends from danger. And it's so cool because we should be doing the same thing, right? We should honestly be doing the same thing, where we shouldn't be keeping our testimonies and what we've gone through to ourselves. When we go through it, we should be leaving this scent trail for everybody else, for God's kingdom to be like, hey, I've been through the same thing. This is how I got through it. This is the trail to go. Or, hey, don't go down that path. I've been down that path. Danger. Just leaving a trail for our friends. Wow. Amazing. I mean, I could just stick on that one line itself. I mean, it's so good. Okay. Not only that, in a colony, their home, everyone has a job. This helps keep it running smoothly. So same thing with the kingdom, right? Everyone has a job. And in order for us to have a smooth operating society, we all need to be doing our job. So good. So good. Okay. Queen Ant is the heart of the colony, and without her, the colony wouldn't survive, aka we all know what that is. Jesus Christ is the heart of our lives. We can't survive without it. Different types. There's different types of ants. This light just really doesn't like us. I think I'm just going to leave it alone, okay? You can see me. I can't see you, but you can see me. It's fine. Anyways, so there's different types of ants. Each have a unique behavior and adaptation that help them survive and thrive in their specific habitat. That wasn't a burp. Sorry, guys. That was like I was sucking in. But like, wow. So good. So good. So good. That will preach. That will preach. Each have a unique behavior and adaptations that help them survive and thrive in their specific habitat. Wow. We all have different gifts and talents, and we cannot go to our friends' specific habitat, because we'll die. We will literally die, because God did not make us to be in their habitat. He specifically made us for our own. Again, so good. So good. Okay. Let's keep going. They don't have ears. They have sense of vibration. And I think that's really cool, because I wish sometimes we didn't have ears, because we are so focused on what we hear and what people say about us. And I'd rather we just focus on like the sense of like what the Holy Spirit is telling us inside. Anyways, I mean, guys, there's just so much about ants that we could talk about. Okay. They are highly intelligent. When they're born, they literally just like get up and just go to work. They're like, oh, I'm here. Let's get to work, y'all. They know their role. They just get to it. We'll talk about that in a second. Each ant worker works for the good of the colony, not for self. I mean, I think you know what that means. They're not working for themselves. They're working for how they can help their colony, how they can help each other out. So good. Their purpose, and I wrote this down, is like their purpose is always bigger than their own personal experience. And that's something that I can really like touch on, because sometimes I was selfish and I was just thinking about myself, but like my purpose is way bigger than how I'm feeling. My purpose is for other people and like how God's going to use that. So, so good. Ants never work alone. They never work alone. And I think that's really cool, because they have a community, and we should be doing the same thing. We shouldn't be working alone. We should be working together to help each other out. So that's just a little bit about ants. I mean, they're so cool, guys. They're so cool. After this, I'm like, I think ants are my new favorite insect, even though they can get on our nerves because there's so many of them, but I love them so much now. Okay, let's deep dive into Proverbs, okay? I have some notes and then we'll be done. But I have some notes on Proverbs that I kind of just wrote down, and let's just talk about them. Okay, first things first. I wrote, okay, so in here it says, Oh, yeah. On verse 9, it says, "How long will you stay in bed, you slacker?" Which I thought was really funny because when I was reading this, I was in bed. And I was like, dang, already throwing punches. Anyways, so good. And you might be in bed right now. It does not mean you're slacking. It's fine. But I thought that was really, really funny. Anyways, so the ant. The ant is the smallest insect, yet is so wise and so strong. And like I said, I think it's a testament in itself that God would make like one of the smallest things the wisest and the strongest things that we can look towards. And that just shows you for yourself. Like if you think that you just have like a small part in your job, or you feel small and you can't change anything, that's just lies from the devil, because you are wise, you are intelligent, you are strong, and those are the things that God has gifted you. So don't think less of yourself. Moving on, ants act without needing someone to force it. And I think that's just so good, because I'll get into it actually. I talk about it a little bit more, but that's just so good to me, is that they don't need anyone to force them to do anything. Like I said, they're born, they know their role, they get up and go. And I'll speak on that in a second. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Another thing that I said is, what was that? Okay. I know what I was trying to say, but no. JK, everybody. Okay. It doesn't need to know what to do. It just gets up and does something. And I already said this. Basically, all in all, I put in all caps, it is self-driven. I just got to the point that I just said. I said, wait a minute. Here's the minute. Anyways. Okay. It is self-driven. Ants are self-driven, everyone. And I think that is something that I have lost, because for a long time, especially as a dancer, we were just told what to do, right? Especially being on a pro team, you are just told what to do. Like, okay, hey, you're going to have to go over here. Cool, do it. Okay, you're going to have to be a part of this routine. Okay, cool, did it. And that's just how I was. I was not self-driven at all. I just liked when people just told me what to do. And that is something that I've had to learn during this like healing process of no one's going to tell me. Like, no one can tell me to get up and do something. I have to do it myself. I have to get off my booty and get up and figure out what I'm going to do next. No one can do it for me. Not my husband, not my family, no one. They can tell me things, but I have to be the one to choose to get up and do it. And I think that's something that we've all kind of lacked lately. Just saying, especially in this winter season, is like we're not self-driven at all. We're like, let's wait until 2026. I'm like, no, guys, we can't just be waiting until 2026. We gotta get up and go. We have a whole month left. It's December 2nd. What are you gonna do with the rest of how many days are in December? I'm not for sure, but what are you gonna do with those days? Get up, do something. This is my small something. This is my small get up and go right here. I just thought that was like so good that they're self-driven. And I put down, I don't need to do something because of external pressure. And this is something I kind of wanted to touch on because, like I said, coming off a pro team and then my life being so much in the public eye, I felt like I was doing everything just to please everybody else. I was like, all right, got to make a video about this because that's what's trending. All right, I got to do this because that's what they want to hear from me. All right, I only get views if I talk about this. And it was a lot. It's a lot. And I don't want to have to do something just because I'm pressured to do it. I want to do something because, one, I'm sitting down with God and he's like, all right, Katie, this is what you need to do. And then I'm like, all right, Katie, this is what you need to do. Like, that's what, and it makes me happy. That's what I want to do. I want to challenge myself. I want to get up and go. Wow. That was a lot. I just got it all out there, but I needed to. So that's just really good to me. Another crazy part of this is ants don't wait for winter to panic. And I'm going to read that again. Ants don't wait for the winter to panic. They prepare in the summer. And I have a little story for y'all that is really going to relate. So if you don't know me, I was on Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders for 4 years of my life. And when I was going through training camp, I thought I was prepared. I really did. I thought I did all the work, all the different things. But we get to this one specific day, and you probably know it, especially if you've watched the show. It's a very fun day, but it's the day that Judy teaches everyone the walkout for Thunder, right? And this thing has been on CMT and everywhere for the longest time. And Katiana just thought, that's a normal thing to learn it there. No. I'm looking around and everyone's practicing this walkout. And I'm like, guys, she hasn't even taught it to us yet. How do you guys know it? They're like, Katie, we knew this day was coming. And so we just learned it ahead of time. I did not. And so I was panicked. I was panicking in the moment. I wasn't prepared. I had no clue about this walkout. I mean, I did, but I did it all at the same time. And everybody else around me is just like, la, 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 la. So confident, as if they were just learning it. And that was like the first thing that I just thought about, because I was like, if I just prepared in my summer of knowing and like me seeing it before, I would have had to worry about hitting my marks and all the different things that come along with it and remembering where my arms go. So I thought that was so funny that we could all recognize the moment that we're in and what we can do in that present moment. And like, if we know something is coming, we can prepare for it. We don't have to wait until that season's there. And then you're like, oh Lord, I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm doing. I got this and this and do, when you could have been doing it in the summertime. So I thought that was one of those moments where I was like, all right, Katie, that one hit you too. That one hit you hard. I put this and I thought it was so good. Stop living asleep. So good. And where did I get this? It's from when I said, how long will you stay in bed, you slacker? When will you get up from your sleep? A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the arms to rest, and your poverty will come like a robber, your need like a bandit. And I think it's so good to realize that some of us are literally living asleep. And we're getting up, we're going through routine, we're not really doing anything. We're not living out our purpose right now because we feel just so stuck in our hurt, our pain, the season that we're in, and we need a wake up call. We need to get out of it. We need to get out of it, y'all, because I've been doing the same thing. I've been asleep for a long time, and like I said, I've been in the season where I've just been waiting on God. I'm like, all right, God, do your thing. And he's looking at me and he's like, okay, well, what are you doing? Like, are you going to do something? Do something, Katie. And I have been truly living asleep. I've been delusional. I've been in dream world. I've been wondering, well, God, I need you to do something fast for me. And he's like, oh, well, I just need you to do something, period, for me. And I thought that this was my wake up call. Like, reading this, I was like, wow, I need to wake up. It's time to wake up. It's time to get out there. It's time to start living in the present moment rather than dwelling on past things, past hurt. And I hope that's the same for you. I hope this is your wake up call to know, like, stop living asleep. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up, y'all. Because in reality, how long will you delay your potential because you're asleep? How long? Just because we're not exactly where we want to be, that's not an excuse. That's not an excuse. You can do so much with what you have in your hand right now. And I'll keep on saying this. That's why I'm doing this. I have the resources. I have the voice, and I've been writing, guys, for so long, and there's just so many things that I want to share with you guys, but I just truly felt the enemy was holding me back because I truly felt like I needed some kind of big sign for God to be like, go. And I bet he's given me little signs to do it, but they just weren't big enough for me. And I have delayed my potential and my purpose because of where my placement. I felt like because I'm not at the place that I want to be, I'm delaying my purpose. So I hope that encourages some of y'all to know that it's time to wake up. It's time to get out there. It's time to walk into the purpose that he has for you. You don't have to wait until you're at the highest of highs to start being successful. Do it now. Get to where you want to be, girl, guy, whoever. Get to that place. Start with a baby step. Just wake up. Just wake up. So good. So good. We're almost done. I promise, guys. We're almost there. I also put stop waiting and start becoming. Becoming, like I said, for me, I was waiting for me to be fully healed before I can speak to y'all, but that's not realistic. I needed to become what I wanted to be, and I'm doing my healing. I'm going through it all, and right now I'm finally feeling like myself again, and feeling as if I've never lost my voice. I just stopped my voice. It wasn't gone. No one took it from me. Well, the enemy took it from me. It's like Ursula. He's took it from me because I felt as if I wasn't who, I wasn't who God wanted me to be yet to come out here and start talking to y'all. But are we ever exactly who God wants us to be? No. That won't be until like my very last day. I will literally not be like the person who God created me to be until my last day, my last breath. And then I'm going to go to heaven. He's going to be like, well done, girl. Like, I don't want to wait until that moment. Like, you want to start becoming now so he can use you now. So stop waiting. Start becoming who you want to be. And like it said in here, little sleep, little slumber, little folding of the arms. Small compromises lead into big consequences. There's so many tiny delays in our lives that we're like, oh, we'll just put that off until this. We'll just put it off until I receive my next check. We'll just put it off until I feel a little better. We'll just put it off until I feel as if I can speak eloquently. I don't know. We'll just do all these things, and we wait and we delay and we delay, and all those tiny compromises lead to big consequences because now we're here stuck and we're like, how did I get so far away? Like, how did I get so far away from where I wanted to be? Like, I saw it so clearly, but then I kept on making excuses. So small compromises lead into big consequences. The lack comes fast. It comes fast. Like I said, you blink and you're like, whoa, a whole year went by and I was still waiting on my purpose, still waiting on the plan to start to unfold. And really, he was waiting on you. So lack comes fast. Don't let procrastination steal what preparation could provide. I'll say it one more time for you. Don't let procrastination steal what preparation could provide. I don't really need to talk on that very much because it spoke to me in this like wave where I was like, man, I've been procrastinating so long that when I could have been preparing this whole time. And in it, I won't lie, there has been preparation. I just didn't see it in that way. It was disguised. And that's how laziness is like, we think that we're doing something right by resting and taking a step back and trying to hear from God. But then it just turns into the enemy, like turning it into laziness where it's like, I really don't want to do that. Or I'm going to wait. I'm just going to wait. And every day, I'm going to wait. And then you're just continuing to wait and wait and wait. And nothing happens. You procrastinate. And that procrastination steals your preparation time. Don't let it, because you are too called to stay unmoved. You are too called to stay unmoved. Move. It's your time to move. It's our time to move. We'll move together. We got to. We'll keep each other accountable. We're doing this right now. So just get up and move. I think that's really the last thing. Oh, this is the last thing, I promise. Ants, and the last thing I'll talk about ants and all of the different things is they're problem solvers and they're not panickers. And I thought this was really good because resilience is built through quick response, not long hesitation. And so when we go through something, I think a lot of the times we wait. We're like, I'm going to take a break. And breaks are needed. But it's this long hesitation of like, do I come back? Do I do it again? Do I do this? And you hesitate. And the longer you hesitate, the longer you get stuck in this like comfortability of being okay with not moving. But the only way that we're going to gain resilience is through action, by taking those small steps. And I think it's amazing that they don't panic. They just regroup. They're like, all right, that didn't work. How are we going to make this work? How are we going to reroute? How are we going to rebuild? How are we going to restart? And I think that's what we need to do in December. And December is our month to regroup, to reset, to restart. Don't wait until January. Regroup, reset, reroute right now. So in January, we're already moving. We're already doing the things that we want to do. We are already talking to God the way that He wants us to talk to Him. That's January. January is not the reset. December is. And that's, I'm going to put it out there, right there, right now. And just to wrap it up, I created this little acronym, and it stands for, it's ANTS. I thought it was so clever. ANTS, okay? It's act now, trust the season. ANTS, act now, trust the season. And I'll leave you with these last words. Don't delay. Don't delay. Act now. Be Abraham, where even though he had no clue what was happening, he never knew what was, that poor guy, he never knew what was happening, but he had faith in God so much that he just got up and went. He had no clue where he was going. He said, let's go. And then on the way, he said, so where are we going? And that's how I want to be. I just want to be so quick to obey the Lord. So do that. Act now. Don't delay. Be like Abraham and obey. Work in the season you're in. Trust the season that God has put you in right now. Trust it. It may hurt. It may suck. I get it. It may suck. But He's doing something. He's preparing you in that moment. So don't procrastinate in your preparation. Prepare now for what you'll need later. Prepare in this season now. So when we hit winter, it's winter time. So when we hit winter, you're ready for it. You're not panicking like I was at DCC. Trust God even when you don't see the full plan. Trust Him. Just trust Him. It's hard. It is hard. It's not easy, but trust Him even when you don't see what He's doing. And last but not least, have faith and have perseverance, because He will get you through it. He'll get you through it because He's doing something. He's doing something in it. Act now. Trust the season. Ants. Be an ant, y'all. Be an ant. I'm going to be an ant forever and more. I'm going to get an ant tattoo. Okay, maybe not, but ants are literally going to become my new thing. Be an ant, everybody. Anyways, I truly have enjoyed speaking with y'all today. I know this was a little longer episode, but I feel like it was necessary, and I know we kind of went everywhere, but I'm excited for where this 24 days of Advent encouragement is going to go, and I will see you guys tomorrow for another day of 24 days of Korner Konversations, and I'm just so glad to be back, y'all. I'm just so glad. So, I love you, God loves you, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. See you next time in the corner. Mwah.